Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Sean coming at you from High Level. So we have some awesome updates today on the workflow when it comes to calendar stuff. So we've been asked about this forever. So you can now actually book an appointment using a workflow action. So as you can see on my screen here, automatically schedule appointments using standard and dynamic time slots with the flexibility to override availability as needed. So basically, they kind of did this cool story-based thing here on the right-hand side, so you can meet Bob if you want to and pause the video and read it. But basically, you've got two things here. So you've got the ability to go in and actually schedule an appointment using a workflow action. As you can see, you can override availability. So this is the idea that obviously there's availability in the calendar. If you try to book an appointment, by default, the action will not book into a slot that's not available. But if you want to, you can override that. So that is pretty awesome. You can see here that you can both put in standard and dynamic values here. And so what does that mean? That means things like, for example, you can take let's say you have an inbound webhook trigger. So, and you're sending in, which basically allows you to send stuff in. Let's say you're sending stuff in that's a date. You can actually use that. And so you could actually send in an appointment time like this, and you can actually put in a dynamic value. So you can actually book that appointment using a value that you're sending in from some other system, which is very, very cool and gives you a lot of possibilities. And then the next thing that we also have is the ability to actually go in and do a trigger here. So real quick, sorry, before, I don't want to skip over this actually. So if you do the booked appointment, you can also check to see if the conditions were met. So like, let's say you send in a particular dynamic time, and you can test to see like, okay, I'm going to try to book this appointment. If the appointment gets booked, you'll know that. If the appointment doesn't get booked, you'll also know that, but then you can also take an action based on that. And that's what's on the screen here from the conditional side. So also there is a appointment status trigger. So you can actually now fire off a workflow entirely based upon an appointment being booked and that appointment being booked from a workflow. I know that's a little confusing, but imagine the following situation. You want to have two workflows, one that actually is booking an appointment and the other that fires off based on that appointment being booked. You can now actually do that, and you can see here in the filter, there's a modified by workflow action that exists. You can do a couple of things here also right-hand side, standard and dynamic times, assign team members, of course. You can override availability. We talked about that, handle booking success and failure. So all of that is also in there. Let's see, did I miss anything? I don't think so, but you know what's great about this? If you're at all confused, there is an awesome help doc here. So go to help.gohighlevel.com and search book appointment action in workflows, and you can't miss it. So anyways, on that note, I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.